What's her name again?
Kristen.
Kristen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget.
It's
Yes,
okay.
you will.
No, I won't.
I will.
Because Kristen and Margot, I grew up with Kristen and Margot.
Oh, Margot,
Fedoric.
the one that played the original Wonder Woman.
Without a T, yeah. Margot without a T.
Okay, not that same one then. You know that Margot, I forget her last name, but she played the original
Really?
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Oh, I never knew.
Yeah, like Christopher Reeves was the original Batman.
Poor guy.
I mean, not
Superman.
Batman.
Superman.
Superman.
Yeah. No bueno for him anymore, eh?
No.
Poor guy. No, stay away from horses.
That's why I don't ride horses.
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. I got bucked off of one in Canada. In Canada, eh?
Did you?
Yeah. In Edmonton.
Really?
Yep.
Edmonton, Alberta.
Yep. I was up there visiting my aunt and uncle.
Really?
They had a little farm.
With a little horse on there.
Yeah, eh?
Or how,
6
how,
o'clock.
how'd he throw you off?
It's 6 o'clock. All right.
6 o'clock on the dock.
On the dot.
Where is everybody?
It's 6 o'clock on the dot.
Let's go.
They're already on the screen.
Oh,
All
that's
right, let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the
Yeah, welcome.
Recover Out Loud
Tuesday night, baby.
Tuesday night meeting.
God, I'm feeling better already.
Yeah. Isn't
Wow.
it amazing?
It's
How
incredible.
All of a sudden, just bam, the
Right?
meeting starts and you just start to feel better.
I know.
Yeah, man, we like to recover out loud. That's why we call it the Recover Out Loud meeting.
Yeah.
Not that we invented recovering out loud.
No.
But
No. We invent nothing. We just make things better.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
You know, it's-
energy.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what's kind of cool about it though? It's like, you know, in if you say it 3 times, it's yours. So
Yeah. You can legally use it or take it or whatever. Unless someone takes you to court.
Yeah.
Then you'd back off a little bit.
Can't trademark Recover Out Loud. Anyways, recovering out loud for us means that we're not anonymous. It also means that we're not a program. Recover Out Loud meeting is not a program. It's a
Or a replacement for one.
no. It's not.
No.
It's a movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not scared.
So whatever you do to stay sober, continue doing that.
Yeah.
If it's the 12 steps, great. Whatever it is.
Whatever it is,
Don't
double up.
Don't stop seeing your
No.
therapist just because you're coming to hang out with us on Tuesday night.
Fuck no, because we
That
no,
would
bro. Are
be-
you kidding? Because we're whacked out.
That would be bad.
That would be really bad. No good. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Shit. Can you imagine? Hey, yeah. Can you imagine that though? If someone actually thought this was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be so bad.
Wow. Not just once a
I'm-
week. If we went 7 nights a week, I'd say
Yeah.
okay. You know, because
But-
this is pretty
but what's-
good.
Yeah, no, I know, but you know, you still got to get in there and do the work.
You got to.
You know, and we don't
Got to.
have like a
booklet,
program,
no.
a booklet.
No.
You know,
One day.
we could call up Frank though, and we could bring him in here, and
You would
could
fuck
do,
yeah. You're
you
right.
could do the writing stuff for everybody.
We could.
Anyways,
Christine.
nope, not even close.
Christina.
No, Kristen.
Kristen.
God.
Yeah.
We're close.
Fucking. All right.
It's the pain.
I don't think so.
Just a FYI, Shane decided to go get a root canal, a pre-root canal.
Pre-root canal.
I never even heard that. Like every time I've gone to the dentist, they just drilled on my tooth.
Yeah, it
and
was
then,
an hour and a half in there. They put a cap on it. They said, come
Yeah.
back Friday.
It's a temporary.
Yeah, it's temporary.
Yeah.
Don't eat on the
I've
left
I've
side.
actually never had a
Oh,
Cap.
root canal.
This is my
before.
first one, bro.
it's painful.
Yeah, I gotta stop eating all that sugar.
It's
and crap.
popcorn. It was popcorn. I cracked the tooth. I'm not going to eat popcorn. And you know what? We're at Starbucks, and my daughter didn't want to eat the bag. And like a pig, I didn't want to throw it out. I said, why waste a whole bag of popcorn? Because she didn't like the flavor. I said, I'll be a pig. I'll eat it. I didn't eat it. This is punishment.
Yep.
Because I was a pig. I didn't want to throw away the popcorn.
Yep. Anyways, we have Kristen here tonight.
Kristen.
Yeah.
And Margot.
Yep.
Every time you say that, I think of the Barbie movie because Margot Robbie's in it.
Oh,
it's
really?
Like the whole
Oh,
big
that's
thing
so
right
funny.
now.
Oh, yeah.
We just went and everyone dressed in pink, and we get there and everyone else is dressed in pink.
Wow.
The whole deal, everyone's matching, and
Right.
it's a fun movie, but it's like a movement right now. It's
Yeah.
a trend. Everyone's doing it.
Oh, nice. Good
You know
for
what? Should we do that trend? Do you guys think that we should get on TikTok and me and Shane should dress up
Pink?
All pink.
in all pink? And
I'll do it.
I'm not doing it.
I'll do it.
Maybe on our subscribe page on the
Oh, yeah. Then
Instagram.
for sure. I'll have
People would
Chad will
like
wear a tutu for that
That's-
for the paid subscription for sure. $5. I'd wear a tutu.
No,
Ryan Gosling's in it, and he's big.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a girl power movie, but he plays a big role in it in all the Kens.
Who plays Ken?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, he's like the main Ken.
He's got a
Yeah.
great.
Or
He's
is
got a
there
good figure
more?
too. He works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Is-
little heartthrob probably.
Yeah.
Is he your man crush?
He's.
Monday?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say he probably is my man crush.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. He plays a little bit of a pathetic role. Like he's so in love with Barbie, who's not in love with him,
Yeah.
and so he's just falling all over her. And
Oh,
I expected him to not play that role, but it's more about girl power than the Kens. And then he
Yeah.
transforms because the girls give him, like confidence.
Right. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we get started with the
Yes.
meeting?
May as
Yes.
well.
I agree. Okay, so just about 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'll kind of just move my phone over here when it's close to
Okay.
20 minutes. And then we'll open it up for sharing, which is also very, very, very amazing. So, Kristen,
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Margot.
Kristen, you're up.
All
Yeah.
right. My name's Kristen, and I just took my 5 months on Friday night.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you, which is amazing for me because I've never had that long out of lockdown. Haven't had freedom and chosen to stay sober this way, on my own. And so it feels really good this time. I'm 40 and I've tried 7 times rehab and tried to get myself to want it as I want it now. And it just never was my time. So it feels really good this time to be here because I want to be, not because I have to be or because someone wants me to be or because someone left me or whatever. So I guess I'll just start at the beginning. Now, knowing what I know from rehab, I realized that I always had alcoholic tendencies. I just didn't know to call them that. I always did everything in excess. If I worked out, if I drank energy drinks, if I liked a guy, it was like all or nothing. There was never a middle. And as I grew up, I was in a very Christian house. My dad's a pastor, my brother's a pastor, and all the men in my family are ministers. And it just never worked for me. It worked for everyone else, and I always thought, why am I different? And I think drinking and using made me feel like I was a part of something that my parents or family couldn't understand. And so I think it just started out of fun. And for a long time, it was fun. And I really started with drinking. I wasn't raised with drugs at all or where to find them or anything like that. But I guess my story is like a process. I drank and I drank for a while there. I was able to keep my life together and I got married, and it seemed like that's what you're supposed to do. Get married, get a house. We started a business, everything's great. And all of a sudden it became something that I think I coped with, and that whenever I felt uneasy or insecure with myself, it was like, let's just drink that away. And that led to the gnarly addiction that I got into. And it caused the marriage that I was in to end. It caused my family so much destruction and just sadness. And didn't matter how long I was in treatment. I was in a 1-year treatment, and as soon as I got out, I drank. I just couldn't imagine my life without alcohol. And I don't know if that's partly because you're socialized to think alcohol is okay, or if just it had that deep of a grip on me. And then once I went to that year-long program, unfortunately, I met people that did drugs, and I thought, okay, this is way better than alcohol. And I didn't know at the time that it was going to be part of my story, because I think I always knew that I wouldn't do drugs my whole life. It didn't seem manageable the way alcohol did, even though it was not manageable. And then I just kept going, and I don't know if I would have stopped on my own, but the unmanageability of life got so extreme where I lost my house, I lost my car. I was living in a tent by a lake in the middle of El Nino winter. And it was just really bad. And as you get older, your body does not handle that like it does when it's 20. And so fortunately for me, I got arrested enough times that I just said, this is not the life that I want. And I was able to get into a treatment center down here in Orange County. And I faced substance abuse for the first 3 months. And then I transferred to a program where I'm now doing mental health. And it seems like a long time to be in treatment, but I know that there's a hole that I'm trying to fill with drugs or alcohol that is unfillable with drugs and alcohol or anything else, whether it's a relationship or love or being busy or whatever it is, being a workaholic. There's some reason that I'm trying to cover whatever that is in me. And so the mental health aspect has really been big for me this time. I believe in the disease model where, you know, they say it's kind of, you can liken it to somebody who has diabetes. Once you get to a certain point of you, if not type 2, but type 1, if you've eaten to a certain, or reverse that, I'm sorry, not type 1, type 2. If you eat to a certain point where your insides are unable to process food anymore, then you have to have that medicine to make your organs work. And it's the same with drugs or alcohol. I've used so much that my brain does not process now, and now I have to do something about it. And so I'm really grateful that everyone sees rehab as a medical necessity, that it's an actual, I guess, not cure, but it helps the process along, because it's been a great help for me. I think that if I had to do that on my own, I would have never got to where I'm at, because drugs and alcohol aren't the issue. It's you that's the issue, and you're coping with drugs and alcohol. And so it gets hard. You know, it's not easy to leave everybody and be in treatment I've been in treatment for 5 months, like I said, and it's really interesting how it goes. You're emotional and angry, and I couldn't understand why I was so angry, because I have no reason to be angry, but I've never grown up. I never learned to handle my emotions. I never learned to deal with other adults properly, or how to have confrontation without having a fight, or without running away, or just being responsible for myself. And it's interesting. It feels weird growing up at 40, but it's also cool, because it's so nice to get life back. Life is so... Of course, it's fun at first. You know, everything's fun at first. When you first start drinking at 18 or 19, like most people, and then they stop and they start being, you know, adults. But people like me who just, that's all life is. After a while, it's just so boring. Like, holidays aren't fun. Nothing's fun. A Friday's not fun, because every day is that way. And so I just feel so grateful for recovery. And I'm so grateful there's so many types of recovery. I've bounced back and forth between the 12-step program, between NA, Celebrate Recovery, and I think there's something in all of it. And what's cool is recovery is like art. You know, you could tell 10 people to draw a tree, and everybody would draw a different tree. Recovery is the same way. You say, get into recovery, and you find people that are doing it successfully. They all do it a different way. There's usually a common denominator there, that there's a program that they're working, whether it's AA or CA or HA, but they still do it their own way. And that's what makes it unique, and that's what lets you make your own tribe. And that's been what's biggest to me this time is if I'm going to stay sober, I have to have friends that are sober. And it's kind of fun, actually. I was just telling them I went to the Barbie movie, and I'm 40 again, and I'm in a hot pink dress with 3 other girls acting like I'm 16. But I don't do anything fun in addiction. All you are worried about is what's next. How are you going to get more money to get what's next? And it's usually something that's not appropriate. And so it's nice to finally be doing something that I can feel good about, that I can make money in a way that's legal, that is mine, that I can't get in trouble for, and that I get to do these experiences with other sober people and actually have fun. And I think that I lost sight of that when I was younger, that there was no fun outside of addiction, not addiction, but using. You know, I remember even being little, and I wouldn't go anywhere if we couldn't smoke cigarettes. It was the biggest deal. You know, we'd only go to people's houses if their parents would let us smoke cigarettes. And then it just progresses. And then it's, you only go where you can drink, or you only go where you can use. And I don't know how you get lost in that, but somehow you do, because it's just such a progressive disease. And I remember when I was drinking, I thought, well, if I switch to drugs, then I'll be fine, because I don't have a problem with that. And like they say, you pick up right where you left off. And that's exactly what happened. You know, I didn't start little. You just jump in. And in treatment, just recently, the last couple of days, we were talking about how the tolerance is so insane, especially when it comes to alcohol. A lot of people will come into treatment like blowing a 0.33, and that on a medical scale is organ failure. And anything close to 0.4 is death. And people just walk in, breathing, talking, walking like there's nothing wrong with them. And I think that also gets lost, is that it starts getting progressive, and you don't know until it's too late, until you're lost and you can't get up without a bottle next to you. Or I remember telling my husband, he's like, Kristen, it's me or alcohol. And I said, some bad words, alcohol. Like, you can't take my air from me. And I now would never say that to anybody that I had feelings for or cared for or was family or even a stranger. I would never say, this is more important than you. But somehow it gets in there and it just messes your mind up, and you're not, what I've learned recently through EMDR is that you're not using the brain that you have now. You were using the brain that you had then, and that brain was intoxicated and unable to think like an adult. And so the amends process has also been really big for me. I never worked the steps before. Every time I went to treatment, I was, either white knuckling it and saying I was going to meetings and I was going to get a sponsor and I'd get to step 1, 2, and I'd, leave. And this time I have a legit sponsor who wants to go through the steps over the course of a year, which I feel like is extremely slow, but she wants to be thorough. And so I'm doing what I'm told and doing what I don't want to do. And it's working. It's every cliche thing that is said that works that you don't want to do. If you do it, it works. And that's how I try to see it now, is that obviously my way got me homeless with nothing, being broken at 40, losing my life. And if I just maybe try these other people who I see be successful and happy and living life, actually, maybe I try their way, it'll work. And so for the first time for me, it's actually working. And I can't even say, like, when I say now I'm at a meeting, I won't say I'm an alcoholic or addict. I say I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict, because I believe that our words are really powerful. And I don't want to keep claiming that I'm an addict when I'm in recovery. And I will forever be in recovery, but I like to say, I'm recovering. I'm in that process. I'm in remission from my disease. And for me, it's powerful. And I sometimes people will be like, why do you say that? And I think for my own spirit and for the energy I'm trying to have and the people that I want to attract in my life, I don't want to keep focusing on the disease I had, even though I know I have to be strong in my program. I want to focus on what's in the future. I don't want to keep thinking about, like, oh, I have this disease that I have to go to these meetings every day, because it's not like that. It's a whole new life that I didn't even think was imaginable then. If I just said, okay, you have a house and a car and a job, I'd been like, I'm in. But it's so much more than that. And I get to go to bed happy. I get to wake up and remember stuff. This was my first 4th of July being sober. And we went to the beach, and I thought it was going to just be boring and weird, and we're going to watch everyone be drunk. And we actually had so much fun. And that was my first time realizing, like, okay, I can do this thing. Like, I can have fun with people in sobriety, and it's possible. And that just opened up a whole new mindset for me. And I realized perspective's everything. If you're forced to go, if you feel like you got to go because courts or, punishment or someone's making you go or whatever it is, it's not going to work. And you can never do it for someone else, which I know people know. But even still, if you go for a husband or for your kids, which are noble and admirable reasons to go, it still is not going to work. It has to be for you. And I can't go to get my marriage back. I can't go to make my parents happy and talk to me again. But as I get whole, I realize that I attract people that are whole. So my parents are talking to me. My marriage is over, but I'm okay with it. There's a healing that happens that, it's really cool. I didn't even think that it would be. So it's not easy, but it's easy. When I look back now, the 5 months in the day-to-day seemed long. But when I look back, 5 months was nothing. And if I got what I got in the short 5 months that I've been here in treatment and doing this, program, I can't even imagine what a year will be. And that in itself is exciting. And for the first time, I'm attached to my date. And I've never cared about my date, because I think I always knew I wasn't going to stop drinking. And it's really, it's like a birthday, how you get excited on your birthday. You're like, I'm 21 or I'm 30 or whatever big number it is. And it feels so cool to say 5 months, because I know the hard work that it took to get there. Something that my case manager recently told me is, he's like, to keep that momentum going and to keep that progression of, getting sober and taking on adult responsibilities and being an example for newcomers and all that, is partly that you have to, for yourself, look at where you were and keep that right here, right next to you. You can't forget where one hit of weed or whatever justification your brain is doing, because I don't have a problem with, whatever it is, marijuana or, I don't know, alcohol, whatever it is that you're trying to say isn't a problem. I have never, and he has never, and he's worked in the industry for a long time, seen somebody go out on a justification and not go back to their DOC, drug of choice. And I did try treatment one time previous to this for drugs, and I left at a month and a half because I had smoked marijuana. And instantly I'm like, well, I already broke my date, so I might as well just do what I really want to do. And I was out for another year and a half. And you never think you're going to be out that long until you're out that long. And what's scary now is that you're just not guaranteed life. When I first started using and drinking at, let's call it 16, even though death is possible from those things, it's not as likely as it is now with fentanyl and the whole craze that fentanyl brings. And I'm grateful in a way because we got to kind of test the waters and go back and forth, and we kind of got get out of jail free cards because you don't really just die from alcohol. You may be sick as you know what I mean. I can't cuss on here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, sick as fuck, but it's not going to kill you, and you're going to get over it, and people expect it from a 21-year-old. But I feel so bad for kids now because I understand that need to like test the waters and see what's out there and rebel against your family. And you just don't get the chance to do that. It's in everything. And I was reading an article the other day about these poor kids from San Clemente that were smoking weed and they died of an overdose of fentanyl. And it blows my mind that somebody out there in the world is doing that to like innocent people, but it's happening. And so I try to turn everything that's negative or that is sad for me in a positive. So I think, you know what, I'm kind of grateful for fentanyl because I will not go back out and try something thinking that I could do one line, I could do one whatever, because you can't now. You have no idea what's in it. And when you've been sober for so long, you have absolutely no tolerance for anything like that. And it's certain death. At some point, if you don't have someone there who's willing to save you, which most people doing drugs are not willing to save you, they're running the other direction. And that's just not the way I want to go out. I would be so sad to leave my life and the hope I have for the future of my life in that kind of a manner. I have overdosed twice, and it scares me because I have my own God, my own higher power that I believe in, and you don't see anything. And I think it's because you're not really dead. You're still shallow breathing, so you haven't really like crossed that line, which is why they can bring you back. But even having that process happen scares me to death because I know that's not how I want to die. It's not how I want to go out. And if there's nothing like that, I don't believe that for myself. And I feel like if you go out that way, I don't know what happens to you because it's not natural. It's not how it's supposed to be. And I'm almost grateful for those things happening because it scared me straight. I remember being in high school and they had a Scared Straight program that was ridiculous. And it didn't work for me. Maybe it worked for others, but that's really what happened. As I fucked around and I found out. I went out there and started doing drugs at 34 years old, thinking I know what I'm doing and that, you know, I'm better than this and it won't happen to me. And I'll just do a little bit and not do it for 3 days because that's how you get, you know, addicted. If you have a 3-day break, you're fine. And I don't know what in the world I was doing or thinking or thought, but it gets everybody. You could be young, old, black, white, you know, into fentanyl, into alcohol, into whatever it is, and it's a problem. And you know real quick when it's a problem. If you can't put it down and not do it for a year with no issues, you have a problem. And I think it took a while for me to accept that also. I don't like to think that I have ego, but I think everybody does. And especially when you get into addiction, you're like, oh, I'm not, you know, at first I'm like, I'm not an alcoholic. And then once I accepted I was an alcoholic, I'm like, well, I'm not an addict. You know, and then all of a sudden you accept that you're an addict and you're like, well, fuck, you know, I guess I'm just like the lowest of the low here. And it takes a long time for your brain or your heart or both to accept that you're that kind of person because you know how society looks at that kind of a person. And so it's interesting though, because once you accept it, there's almost this freedom that allows you to start to heal and move forward that I couldn't have known from anyone telling me that I had to experience myself the same way I had to experience drugs myself. You can't tell me that it's not good because I got to know for myself it's not good. And what's cool is I used to feel like AA is this group of people or NA or any sort of group like that. It's all these people who are really shitty people who've done really shitty things. And that's what their commonality is. I'm like, why would I want to go hang out with people like that? And then as I've been going through the doors and accepting who I am and what I've done and making amends, it's interesting because it's not like there's all these bad people. What it is that I think the world tells you people can't change. You are who you are. If you're a cheater, you're always a cheater. And that's not true. I have seen so many people do so many things, including myself, that I would never do again. And there's something that's changed in you. And the big book says it's a spiritual experience or you're rocketed into the 4th dimension. And at first it's really hard to even understand what that means. You're like, am I supposed to feel like fairy dust is falling on me? Or am I supposed to I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. But what I've learned is that I get it when I give it. And so when I'm helping other girls or I'm helping somebody who's in a spot like I've been in and I can share my experience, there's this like bond and connection that says, you know, we're alike. The same way it says that we're in the same grade in school, or we have the same classes in college, or we work at the same place. And there's an understanding and accepting and a non-judgment, you know, view that doesn't matter what you say. I know that's not how you are anymore. I know that's not what you do. And it's kind of funny because I used to do that shit too, you know? And it really does allow you to make real, true, genuine friends in a way that I haven't made since I was young, because you can't be open about what you're doing when you're doing all this shady stuff. You know, you're hurting people, you're lying to people, you're stealing, you're doing all these crazy things. And so of course you're not going to have friends, because who wants a friend like that? And it feels good to have friends and genuine relationships and to have people vouch for you. I went on an interview today and I had to do personal references, and I'm like, I can actually put people down who will say I'm a good person, that I have at the 5 months they've known me, I was this and now I'm this. And so there's so many things that being sober opens up for you. And I think that the mindset that we go into it with is so small. And if you can give it a chance and give it even the 3 months that a program is, or whatever amount of time you think seems like a lot, because I know at first 30 days seems like forever, but I've committed myself to a year of either being in a program or being in a sober living, because I know that for how long I've used and drank, if I don't spend at least a decent amount of time in recovery, in a place where I'm accountable for my actions, I'm not gonna have the tools that I need to be in life and equip myself in a way that I don't have to drink and use for my problems. And so you have to be real with yourself, that say, how long have I been using? How long have I been drinking and coping in a way that's inappropriate? Well, giving it 6 months, a year, whatever it is really nothing. And then if you can even have a little bit of hope, that I promise you will be times 1,000. The things that come are amazing. Even doing the show, I've never even been on a panel. I've never spoken in front of anybody. And I just said, let's do it. And it's not as hard as it seems. And it really feels like maybe there's somebody that has something in their story that's like mine, or needs the motivation to go into a program that will help them and help them see a future and a hope, you know, have some strength, because I know at heart it's first. And I know that there's so many reasons why not to go. And if you can find even one reason to go, stick and hold on to it, because I did not want to go the first 6 times. I either was going because my husband was leaving, or because my parents wanted me to go, or because court wanted me to go, or had to go. And this time I said, I'm ready and I'm going to go because I want to. And it's awesome to feel the strength to go through a store, to go through a bad neighborhood and see what you used to do and just be disgusted by it. It's actually a really cool progress and evolution in your life that I would just hope for anybody, because I know the hopelessness and I know the sadness, and alcohol was worse for me than drugs. I don't know if that's that way for everyone, but I tried to take my life a couple times. I could not see my way, think my way, believe my way out of it. And that is just such a place that's what's awesome about recovery as well, is that you find people that you can talk to about those relatable things, and they help you and you help them. And even when you're in the moment of it, like if somebody has that issue and has ideations like that. Oh, done? Every 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can just wrap it up.
Finish her off. To wrap it up.
I was just going to say that
that's our wrap it up button.
Cool. There's a whole group of people out there like you, like me, that's done the worst and done the best. And, you know, there's no judgment. And I feel like if you ever need somebody, reach out. There's a million people that want to help. And if you reach your hand out, they'll reach theirs back. So thanks.
Really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, really good. Thank you.
She had everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything.
I like, because you know, you get what you give.
Yeah.
I really like that, and that it's something I say all the time.
Yeah.
I say it to people in like in a group setting, or you know, at a meeting. People are like, "Oh, I'm not getting anything out of this." What are you giving to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You go into a meeting, you get what you give.
Yeah. I was at a step workshop where they kind of buzz you through 1 through 8, and they do it in like a 4-hour setting. And they were trying to explain the spiritual experience, you know, and what that means. And the way they phrased it was, it's that when you give God or whoever your higher power is, whatever your higher power is, a chance to mix with you and another addict, that gives room for that spiritual experience. You have to be interacting though. You don't really do it on your own. You can feel it, but it's when you start giving to that other person that gives the room for the higher power to like be there.
Yeah, she's on fire.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to see.
Oh, do you guys think I should stir the pot a little bit?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
there were
stir
some
it.
of the weirdest
Definitely.
comments I've ever seen on this. On this,
That guy actually left.
he
Did I
did.
leave?
Yeah. I told him
So-
to stick around.
So what? Did his comment leave?
No, all his comments are there. But
Oh well.
just no.
If he's not here, I don't want to stir the pot. It's boring.
Yeah.
I'd rather stir the pot if he was still around.
Yeah.
But treatment works. 12-step meetings work. God works. It all works, man.
Smart recovery works. I've seen that work for people.
Yeah.
Celebrate recovery works for a lot of people.
Oh, I love Celebrate
Yeah,
Recovery. I mean,
I do too.
Carly said it was a girl.
Someone said stir it.
stir the pot. I mean, yeah, like I'll stir the pot. I was gonna read the stuff and just like I wasn't gonna say anything or defend anything. But around here, man, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but we just don't want people talking shit.
I know people that their higher power is an inanimate object, or it's nature, or it's an idea, and that's okay. Whatever it is for you is fine. Mine happens to be a God of my understanding, but if you read the big book, it gives you the power to say this microphone is it. And if that's what's going to work for you, awesome, as long as it works.
Yeah. All right. It's time now. And Pete's not here tonight, so do I need to tell the rules? We'll just share for like 3 minutes, three minutes, then we'll do this. Ready? And then if you hear that, then you just wrap it up. We had to push it like 10 times on Pete last
we did.
week. But and he didn't care. He still ignored us. We love Pete though.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. Who wants to raise their virtual hand? Nobody?
We're just going to have to pick on random people.
I like picking random people. That's more fun. You just go up and hit their unmute button. Who's chilling in their car over there, right up there? What happened? Pain? Stop eating.
You need a liquid diet.
I told you guys in the beginning that Shane got it. Just came from the like literally just drove here from the dentist. He's not doing well.
Protein shakes. That's the way to go.
All right. I want to pick that girl up there in the car though. What's she doing? She's chilling.
There's a car. Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
She's on the phone.
No.
Two-tone hair.
She's not on the phone.
There
She have
she
to,
goes.
oh,
There.
wait a second. Oh, that was the sun. That was
Hi.
the sunlight on her hair. I thought she had the blonde streak. It's the sunlight coming
No,
in
that's
from.
just the sun.
That's the sun. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed your share.
Thank you.
I feel you on like all the hanging out with sober people. I'm chilling in my car because I don't talk to any of my friends that I used to chill with. Because I
Yeah.
know that's just setting myself up for shit.
Yeah.
I'm currently in sober living and yeah, I'm surrounded by other females who are clean and trying to get their shit straight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've always kind of been one of the chicks that's always hanging out with the homies. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because I feel like most women are, when there's a lot of women around, it can be drama. But I'm not like focused on that. I just do my thing here and just, just doing my best to just stay focused and live right.
Yeah.
And even with this, like I know I shared last Tuesday, and I felt like a freaking dork because I don't even remember what I said. I'm trying to, I guess, open up more and try and be, involved because I hear the whole thing. It works. It's working. Seeing a
Definitely.
lot. So I've been trying to open up and speak up a little more. I don't have a problem with speaking up when I need to, but like when I go to meetings, I kind of just listen. But yeah, I really enjoyed your share.
Thank
You're
you.
very strong woman, and I respect that. And I feel like there's so much inspiration in the meetings, and I really enjoy it. Friday I'll have 9 months.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying it. It does get a little boring at times. My kids are all grown, so I spend a lot of time alone. I am married, and my husband's been like, oh, okay, well, let's get a place or whatever. But I'm like, nah, dude, I ain't ready. Like, I don't want to live with you right now. I'm working on me.
Yeah.
I'm focused on me, you know?
It's so
And
important.
he don't really understand that. But I'm like, it's all good. Like, that's not for you to understand, I guess. I'm working on what I need to work on. He also had his little deal with alcohol. And, I've kind of encouraged him to, like, figure it out. Figure out what you need to figure out, you know? I kind of feel like I'm kind of like growing and he's staying down here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it gets a little frustrating, but I'm just like, can't worry about that.
Yeah.
I gotta do.
Real quick, they say it's attraction, not promotion. And so all it is you got to live it out and then be an example to him. If you try to sell someone on it, it never works. But you do by attraction, and people will come. Even your husband is what I think. And have fun in sobriety. You have to. Otherwise, it's never going to work. You have to have fun, even if it's silly.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I try and get out there, and I've tapped into a few little NA sponsored events, bingo, stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, cool, I need to do more of this, because I feel like, okay, cool, like I do have friends, I am a part of something, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, thank you for letting me share.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for sharing. I really enjoyed that. I like how what you said about wanting to share more. And so a lot of times when I feel like I don't, when I go to a meeting, I feel like I don't want to share. I like try to raise my hand right away.
Yeah.
And just share anyways. Two of the biggest dorks I've ever met.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You are the biggest dork ever.
He was like,
I know.
Dude, I was like,
sit down.
No,
I can't even remember last week what she said.
I was thinking she's in the club. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
But
it's amazing how everyone's in their head. Because when I say stuff, I feel stupid too. I feel like, oh, I should have said this or that.
Yeah.
I think that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point, especially with this podcast, because I really truly am like a big dork. I don't really, I guess I just don't even care anymore because I'm like old.
Yeah.
That happens.
When I was young, I used to try to like be cool.
All cool.
Now, now I just screw up all the time. If you guys watch the shit that Shane and I do, like when we sit down and we make those stupid
reels,
I mean, they're really dumb.
Yeah.
Like if you saw the commercial that we did today, we sat here for like, I don't know, 15 minutes going back and forth like, hi, Shane.
Hi, Chad.
Today's Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday.
You're the winner of a new car. Come on down, Beverly.
That kind of stuff is fun to me.
Yeah.
I love life. See the girl with the glasses on? I think she wants to share.
Which one? There's like 5.
Multiple.
We have Chanel, Rachel, Rosa,
It's
Carly.
There's actually, most of the girls have glasses on.
Yeah, and
I was thinking
Liv
about
True Grace.
Rosa
also.
right there. Oh boy,
Rosa.
they all have.
They all have glasses. Every female except for Donnell. Donnell? Wow. Donna-I-L.
Where do you see that one?
Yeah, her mic's unmuted. You gotta let her talk.
Okay.
You're up.
Hi, you guys. So my story is a little different because I'm actually not the addict myself, but I'm very much, my family's going through it, or we've been going through it with my brother. And I'm just trying to understand and, kind of relate and connect. I worked for corporate America, but I recently got a life coaching certification, and I've kind of been doing things to help others and give back. And so that's why I'm here, because I know that there's hope, and I never want to let that go. The detriment to me is just watching my parents kind of dwindle away, and their health has gotten worse because of my brother's addiction, because my mom's his number one enabler. So it's really, really rough, but I can only control what I can control, and be there, for my parents, and then try to help whoever I can, with whatever support can be given. So like I said, I'm here, I do have a life coaching certification. I'd be anybody that would ever want to, I would do it pro bono. So you can save my information, but I'm just kind of wanting to find these connections. And it's really good to meet and see people. I had lunch with a girl today that is a recovering, and she shared her story. She's been sober for several years, and that type of stuff is the stuff that really kind of just keeps me going, and just kind of doing God's work and trying to help whoever is willing to receive the help, because my brother is not, and I don't know what his rock bottom's going to be, and I'm scared of it because I'm also scared that he's taking my family with him, or my parents with him. So that's why I'm here, and I love what I'm hearing, and thank you for having me in this meeting.
Yeah, we're actually extremely grateful that you're here. That's what this meeting is for. This meeting is for everybody. It's for the families. It's for family members who have lost a loved one. It's for addicts, alcoholics. What else, Shane? Help me out.
I like what Rosa said.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm glad she's here because we need more Rosas.
yeah,
That's what this is all
Yeah.
about. It's about people like Rosa coming together and helping people that are in trouble.
Yeah.
Without that, we're dead.
yeah.
That's where we're gonna live right there. So Rosa, thank you.
Listening to you share reminded me of my sister and
Yeah.
some of the stuff that she went through.
Totally.
I put my family through hell.
Yeah.
But I recall in this one interview that we were doing as a family, my sister said that there were times when I wished my brother was dead, just because it would take away the pain
Yeah.
that that her and my parents were going through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They say that you hurt the ones you love the most.
Yeah, and you don't realize that when you're in the midst of your disease that you are really affecting them, and that's where for me at least, that's where the real shame comes in, right? You start to feel that shame when you realize, damn, I was hurting all of these people. But I heard another gentleman on Friday night who is a husband of a recovering addict, and he said, man, once you stop using,
Yeah, we forgive you.
the shame is gone.
Gone.
You no longer have to live with that shame.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, and we really don't. And we're the biggest critics, and we're the hardest on ourselves. And we do feel bad for the pain that we put our family members through.
Yeah, but don't ever give up.
Never give up.
Never give up, Rosa.
Never-
no matter what.
never,
ever,
ever
ever give up.
Give up.
I also think there's a huge cohort of people that need someone like you. My mom and dad did not know what to do. I was the first one, and they had preached tough love in their circle of friends. And then when it came time for them, they did not know how to do tough love.
Yeah.
And so I think that you could be somebody, I don't know if it's start a Facebook page or whatever it is, or get involved with Al-Anon, which I'm sure you have, or be a part of something like that where you can reach people. Because I know my mom needed somebody so badly.
Why don't you email into the Hopeaholics what you do, give us your information, and we'll get it out there to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Maybe you could come. Where are you from? Are you California? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you could come on our podcast. Do a podcast
That'd
with
be
us.
awesome.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
We love podcasting.
Yeah.
family members.
Mail in, email in, and let's get that hooked up.
Yeah, the email is thehopeaholics@gmail.com.
That's Michelangelo, just in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah. If anyone got scared, don't be scared.
That's the famous Michael, or infamous.
Infamous.
Infamous. Yeah.
Infamous. Don't be scared.
He's like that guy Charlie from Charlie's Angel.
Yeah. You never, see
see
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get him on earlier with the Terry with the barbecue. He didn't move. I said, "Come on, get in here." No, not a budge. Behind the scenes, he ate it.
All right. Let's.
That was a
anybody
great
have
pick on
virtual-
Rosa.
I'm really sad that our good friend isn't here tonight.
Who's the good
Oh yeah, the
friend?
guy in the bed.
Yeah,
The guy. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
All right, let's pick somebody that we've
How
never.
about this person who's not even in the room anymore? Let's call on them because they're not even thinking about it.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there.
Look, she's in another world.
Did you
She's
ask
got no
her
clue.
to
No, she's
unmute?
got no clue yet.
Is her name? How do you say it?
That's exactly right. We don't even know how to say her name. Let's just call her
Are you,
Mrs.
are you talking about my name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Danielle, but Danielle.
Danielle.
Oh, Danielle. Okay.
Danielle. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was saying Donnell.
So same here.
That's
I was
the
saying Danielle.
Easiest way I could put it.
Danielle.
Donnell.
Hi,
Danielle.
Hi. How are
Hi.
you?
Danielle.
Danielle. Danielle.
Perfect. How's
So-
it going?
Good. You?
Good. This will be my first time joining in with you guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are doing this. I am in that weird part of my life where things have kind of reset. I guess you could say a rock bottom, definitely. So I'm just at a point of like, do it or don't do it, like commit and like just start making better choices, being around better people, for yourself. But mainly for my kids. And that's been rough. So
It's so worth it.
it
worth
is absolutely worth it. And I think, was it Rose who
Rosa.
was talking earlier? I don't really have a lot of friends either. I found myself in a position where the people that I did have in my life, either are no longer here or I realized are just not good for me. So to say hi.
Hi.
So like for this one, I realize it's not so much a bad thing. And I really struggle. I really have for a very, very long time struggled with the whole being alone, whether that's, not having friends, but also not having a very large family.
Yeah.
So no family, like no brothers, sisters, mom or dad. So I figured I would join in with you guys today, and really it would be like my first step.
Are you in Orange County?
Yeah,
You
I'm
should
in
come
Fountain
to a
Valley,
meeting.
Huntington Beach.
Oh, perfect. I go to a bunch of women's meetings. Can you get people's information off here?
Yeah, she can put it.
Where do
Yeah.
I would love it. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love
There you
to,
go.
like you guys were an option.
Why don't you type down your information and
I'll reach out to
and
you
she'll
for
call you.
sure.
Type down your phone number right here on the screen
The comment section.
on the comment section. And
He's like pointing at the screen. You guys have no idea what he's pointing at, though.
yeah, do that, and we're here for you. You know what I mean? Chad's here, I'm here, and Rose is here. I know Rose is here. She wants someone to help. She's here to help. I'm here to help. Chad's here to help. We're here, man. You know what I'm saying?
We can actually connect.
Yeah, and it's really scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's scary, just to put yourself out there and be
For sure.
vulnerable, because I think some people may relate to this. Like, you finally get to the point where you realize, like, okay, maybe I have a problem, I'm struggling, and then you don't want to tell anybody,
Yeah.
because you're so much judgment throughout
Yeah.
your life,
Yeah.
like judging.
I
Oh, you do
know.
drugs, you do this, you haven't done that, all the things you haven't done, and so you just end up in a weird place. So yeah, it feels really good to know that you're not alone.
Yeah. I think it's
So
amazing
thank
that you
you
reached
so much,
out.
you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We have tons of resources.
Yeah, we have
and-
tons of resources.
And he's from Canada. That's why he said resources. out here in California, we say resources. Can you say that?
Resources.
Did you guys know that the alphabet in Canada it goes XYZ?
No.
It's not XYZ.
Yeah,
it's
Zed.
It's XYZ.
XYZ.
Yeah.
Zebra.
So that's how you say it, a zebra.
Yeah, zebra.
So on the keyboard, does
I'm
it say
Canadian and
ZED?
I'm Canadian and we're sticking to it.
Hey.
We're sticking to the zebra.
She's raising her hand, or she was yawning. I'm not sure.
We have to get her information. She hasn't sent it yet. I really want her to take the next step here with us before we move on.
Yeah, Danielle, just
Please, could you do that right now?
send it in the group.
Send it in
little
the
chat.
meeting. I don't think she knows how. Maybe you want to give her your phone number?
Sure.
Here.
Just say it.
Do you got a pen?
9-4. Here,
Oh,
can you
it's right
type?
there. No, she wrote it.
Oh, she wrote it. Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get that number. Good job.
I'm gonna pick
Okay,
on this guy. 'cause
I
he
wanted to
looks
pick a
like he's
guy,
been
yeah,
really
pick a
interested.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. He looks like he's doing something. He's watching another program.
Michael, are you watching something?
Michael,
other
what are you
than
watching
us?
on TV, bro?
Oh,
I have
yes.
3 different screens.
We
And,
knew it. We knew it.
I'm on
He's-
my workstation here, so laptop is right here, which is a small screen, and I'm looking at the larger screen. So that's why it looks like I'm distracted, so to
Yeah.
speak. But can you
Yeah.
guys hear me all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
perfect.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Great profile.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really shared before, so this may or may not be awkward, but I went to my first treatment center and I left today. I went to Laguna Treatment in Aliso Viejo. That's where I live in
Nice.
Aliso. I was there for 8 days. First first few days were, weren't horrible, but I wasn't enthralled. Third day I had a seizure.
Wow.
I the ironic thing is I know how to detox myself better than a fucking rehab center does.
Right.
I told them I was drinking 750 milliliters a night. And they're like, okay, well, you're gonna go cold turkey and take these pills. I'm like, that's what you say works? Great. I'll take your word for it. Day 3, had a seizure, went to the hospital. And right from there, mom visited me at the hospital, picked me up, took me back to the treatment center, and I said, I want to get the fuck out of here. You guys don't know what you're doing. But the head matriarch convinced my mom to drive off. So, so I forcibly stayed. But I'm very happy that happened. I met a lot of good people. Made some friends. People. I mean, I'm an alcoholic. I don't have issues with other substances, but met a lot of different walks of life. People addicted to fentanyl, heroin, the blues as they call it, so on and so forth. And it was a pretty interesting experience. I left today. Today was my last day. I paid out of pocket. My insurance wouldn't cover. I have Medi-Cal, which is garbage insurance. So I paid out of pocket for 8 days. Learned a lot. Coping mechanisms is a big thing. I mean, I need to implement them. I mean, today is day 1 of being out of a treatment center. Do I regret it? No. Was it the best thing that ever happened to me? No, but I don't regret it. I'm still trying to soak in what I've learned. And there was a meeting this morning we had, and I spoke for a short period of time, and I always thought I was the black sheep. I was like, hey, I'm an alcoholic. I have a problem. I have to hide this. This is embarrassing. But then being in that treatment facility, it's like I feel like I'm part of a herd now. Like you have issues. Like I'm not the only one with problems. You have problems as well. I no longer feel alone. I feel like I'm able to open up and express myself freely without judgment because we all have issues. We all have our past. And that's what made me feel really just enthusiastic to be open about what I'm going through. And yeah, it's a journey that I'm still figuring out. And I've mentioned this podcast to the staff multiple times, the therapists, the TAs, the doctors, the Hopeaholics. I've advertised you guys a shit ton during that facility. And again, it was a Laguna Treatment in Aliso Viejo off of Pacific Drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I blasted your guys' name. Hopefully it sticks because you guys are awesome. I found you guys before I found them.
That's rad.
Sometimes when I have those cravings, desire just to get wildly drunk because I'm frustrated or depressed or whatever it may be, I'll toss on an episode of the Hopeaholics and it calms me down. It's my goose fraba, so to speak. So you guys have definitely helped me out quite a bit when it comes to managing emotions that are detrimental.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, man.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you, Michael. I'll tell you something. If you email the Hopeaholics, I'll give you my private number. I'm going to take on probably 50 or 100 guys, and I work by text. You could text me every day, check in, and if there's an emergency, you can always call me. But yeah, bro, if you're interested in that,
50 to 100.
50 to 100.
Nice.
I can handle that in text messages.
Yeah.
Why
Each
not
day.
200?
I can handle fucking 200, bro. I'm just starting small right now.
All right.
I'll
You
get
can-
another fucking phone.
You can DM us, Mike.
Yeah,
on
DM
the-
us, brother.
On the Hopeaholics page,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. Anyone else for that matter. I'm just not taking anybody. I just,
Or you can find Shane at Shane Earn.
Yeah, to tell him my full name, eh?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
It's all over the place.
It's all over.
Yeah, that's why I did an alias. But if you actually go to my page, then there's my real name.
Yeah, it's right there. It's all there.
And then you Google me.
We don't hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of
Michael, I'd love to hear from
who's
you,
this guy?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we unmask this guy? Scion R3D?
Red.
Oh, Scion Red?
Yeah.
It said
Hello. How are you?
Well, thank you. Yourself?
Doing well.
I hear an accent. Or is
Yeah.
that just me?
Glad to be on your stream. I feel quite honored. Thank you so much.
I like this. This is a
Where are
great
you from?
meeting.
Where I'm from is Earth.
Earth. Oh,
I
awesome.
really love this.
We have something in common.
But seriously, I do feel quite honored. I just discovered your stream. I'm a recovered alcoholic, quite frankly, and newly just found God, and I feel quite honored to be here, and quite frankly, a bit nervous.
Wow.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. I'm new to Zoom as well, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but
Yeah, you're doing okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you figured out the
But,
backdrop there.
I don't mean to talk over y'all. If y'all have any questions for me, go ahead. If not, I'll just be relaxing.
How come you're in disguise?
He came late. He doesn't really know how the panel works. So you could just share with him real quick.
Yeah, you can ask questions or say what's on your heart.
Sure. Well, the reason I'm in disguise is because I'm in a band, and I have many followers, and I just, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. What's on your heart, brother?
What's on my heart, brother? Like I had said, I just met the Lord many times, but just found him recently. Just became sober. I was a severe alcoholic. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm Shane. This is Chaddock, and this is
Kristen.
and Margot.
Shane, Chaddock, Kristen, good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you, brother.
Yeah,
keep coming back. We're every Tuesday, bro.
Well, I'll
like,
be on the stream often if you'd allow me.
Yeah, we will do it, and you're definitely right. And if you play any instrument or you sing or you got a little thing, man, I mean, we're open to you belting one out, or you know what I mean.
I sing and I play guitar, and I'm also a rapper.
Nice. Well, listen, next Tuesday, you come prepared.
Oh, boy, I will. I will, mate.
Nice.
I got sober and I found I have a great ability, a God-given talent to play guitar and sing.
Right.
And so I do a Christian rock and rap group.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. I like this guy. I like this meeting today. I thought that last week was good. This one's like, we're like in. Okay, next.
All right, let's see who's got their virtual hand raised. I think
you're the only Juan for me.
Wait, what happened?
Whoa, he changed in front of us.
Oh, she's got her hand raised.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle.
There we are.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, addict. Thank you for letting me Louisiana, and I live in LA now. I had a very severe traumatic childhood. Stepfather sexually abused, physically, the same shit. My mom's still with him to this day. Her birthday was yesterday. Fuck that bitch.
Sorry.
I ran away to the Air Force, and I was mentally ill before I discovered addiction. I started drinking alcohol and robo tripping in the Air Force at 25, got out at 25, and had never been a civilian before. So welcome mental illness and, more trauma. Sorry, I have to remember to breathe. Anxiety. But I wanted to say I've been through, I started at Tarzana, dropped out of that. I finished an outpatient treatment in West Hollywood. I have 2 children. My son will be 15 on the 26th, and he lives with his father. My daughter is 6, and I had a 4-year DCFS case here in California for mental illness, and I got her back. And however, the year that she was with me, I saw changes in her, and I had her go back to her foster mother, and she's being legally adopted by her because my mental health isn't where it needed to be for my 5-year-old daughter at the time. I was still drinking and not being responsible and traumatizing her, the same thing I had did with my son. So I put myself out there and said, hey y'all, I'm still fucking up. This isn't good for her. And I was scared to death that I was going to face consequences, but I didn't care. I did what was best for my child. Um, so I went to, after she went away in November, a month later, I was in VA treatment. And, and I was recommended to do this meeting. I've always believed in God, a higher power, whatever. And now I'm like growing, I'm maturing my mind and able to like.
You're breaking up a little bit.
I said I'm able to take a step back because I'm not in the chaos anymore. Nothing is happening. So I'm attending AA meetings 5 times a week. I'm going to mental health. I'm starting dialectic behavior therapy group next week. It's a 6-month program.
Yeah.
I work with a therapist, a psychiatrist. I remain sober. I'm only on day 8 of this new sobriety, but going through withdrawals, I had thrown up blood, almost seizures, heart attacks, sky high blood pressure. I was withdrawing real bad. I was a medic in the Air Force. I didn't know that close to death. So all of that in the last 8 months has all come together. And I work all of those programs, including reading my Bible. That's just me. And I never thought that I would ever pick up a Bible. But just things have changed. My higher power has opened my eyes, and he's given me all of these tools. And I'm really working the program because I don't know if my children are already predisposed through DNA and the events that put them through. So I have to get my shit together. So if they ever fall down, they can see that mom went through her shit and got it together, and I can support them. And one thing I promise, and I'm gonna end with this, is that I will never gaslight my children the way that my mother did. Because like I heard a girl in an interview.
1 second, you're breaking up a bit. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, the abuse wasn't so much that I my reality and said it wasn't happening. Still with him to this day. My son comes, he brings up things, or my daughter, I'm never going to gaslight and lie to my children. And I'm not lying to anyone in my programs. I'm being completely honest, and I'm actually putting in effort. And that is why I'm sober today. So I wasn't going to share, but they say to share helps someone else. So thank you so much.
Yes, it does. And thank you. Thank you for your service, and as well, if
you slowed my heart down.
If you ever, you can always reach out to us. We actually are connected with the VA and contracted through the CCN, so we can help you anytime you need help. Feel free to reach out.
Yeah, please reach out. We have therapists here, psychiatrists as well, and we want to do our best to help you out. And
disappeared.
Juan wanted to talk.
Juan wants to talk?
Yeah, because we had picked him first.
Okay. I'm ready.
Tell Michelle to email us also.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, Juan.
Hi.
First time tapping in. Yeah, I kind of let myself spiral out of control again since 2021. I had gallbladder surgery, and I had been clean for like 6 years prior to that. Back then, I was messing with oxys, and nowadays it's heroin and fentanyl. And I've been trying various things to try to get this monkey off my back. I mean, for the time being, I'm trying to create them in a little bit of dank. I mean, and it's been helping me minimize cravings a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that got sober off of heroin using kratom and weed, which addiction or recovery is different for everybody.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
try not to
no.
say anything. If that works for you and it keeps, those things out of your body and gives you your life back, then that works. They call it Cali sober for a reason. But I've seen it actually work for 2 different people. So
yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm actually surprised that, I mean, it reduces cravings by a bunch, and I'm using a lot less than I was before I started using kratom.
They also have medications that help with cravings like that you can get from your doctor. I take something like that, and it really helps me. Just as a suggestion of something that may help, it helps me a lot.
Yeah. Really, the thing that kind of I just feel like I'm really overthought. Like at night, it's just hard for me to fall asleep. Like I can't shut my brain off type deal, and I'm thinking about just random shit that's like out of my control. And it seems like that's when I resort to using just so I can,
Check out.
yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
that. And I mean, I still got that little itch in the back of my head, like
Where
that
are you
has
right
me.
now, bro? Where are you right now?
I'm at home,
You're at home.
California, Merced.
What time you get up this morning?
What was that?
What time you get up this morning?
I got up at 7 a.m. Help
That's
the kids
nice.
get ready for school.
Did
Yeah.
you
Usually
you could get up if
I'm
you
up a lot earlier though.
Yeah,
Usually I'm up at 3.
Well, there you go. Get up earlier. Do what Chad does. Hit the gym.
Yeah.
Email us at the Hopeaholics. Get my number. Let's get on track.
No doubt. I mean, I commute a lot. That's why I'm usually up at 3 because I work in the Bay for the most part.
Right.
So I start my commute about 3, so I can be in the Bay by like 6 in the morning.
Yep.
I'm a cabling technician, and yeah, they just got me traveling left and right. I was trying the methadone clinic, but due to my schedule not being steady and just
No, stay away
up
from
in
that. You're better off with what
Northern
you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Stay away
What
from
was
that. Stay away from all that stuff. You're better off with doing what you're doing right now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Email us over. You'll get my number. We'll get you on. We'll get you going, brother. All right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys,
All right,
man.
man. Yeah, you
I'll definitely be tapping in from here on forward.
All right, man.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank
Thanks.
you, man. Rachel, did you want to share?
Yeah. Rachel's got her hand up.
She either had her hand up or
she was waving in the air for nothing. She was killing a fly.
No, there's a kid next to her.
Oh, she could have been touching the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or hitting the kid.
You don't want she wasn't doing that. She said
I'm joking. Jesus, look at her. Come on. Hi, Rachel.
Rachel shared last week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Did you want to share again?
Hi, Rachel.
Oh, and her son's sharing. Her grandson or someone is waving. Oh yeah, he's a spider.
All right. No, you don't want to share, Rachel?
Yeah, she does.
She does.
Yeah.
Can you let
Click
her in?
Let her in.
This will be the last one.
Already?
Yeah, it's 7:06 already.
Wow, it's 7:06. I'm having a blast. Bro, I can go another hour, and my tooth is killing me.
It's like 9:06 in Illinois. So
wow. Thank you all for staying so late.
I really enjoyed your share, Kristen.
Thank you.
I just passed 5 years sober in May.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And like for me, it's been peeling the onion, like literally.
Yep.
I quit heroin and cocaine in 2012, meth in 2013, and I quit drinking in 2018.
Wow.
It was my daughter's high school graduation. Like it went all wrong.
Yeah.
And I drank my last drink, and had I not done that, I wouldn't have this little girl here beside me, my 3-year-old granddaughter, get to participate. My daughter and I are best friends now, and
that's amazing.
my little granddaughter gets to come spend the night 2 or 3 times a week. So it is definitely possible. We do recover.
Heck yeah.
And Rose was saying earlier, I think you both talked about having problems, like not a lot of friends, like let's have fun in sobriety. I had to physically remove myself from all the people that I hung out with, and it was like a death.
Yeah.
We talk about it in rehab and the 12 steps, how it's like a death. I lost those people. I've just recently reconnected, but I know enough about me now to know I can, be friends with you on Facebook. Somebody stopped by and just sat in the road and spoke for a few minutes, but I can't go hang out.
Yeah.
Because I know me, and I know it won't just be a hanging out.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that. Danielle, I like seeing your little kid on there too. Good to know it's not just me. And I love this meeting. I'm going to keep coming back.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's beautiful. And I just
What-
want to say something, just quick. Sorry, everyone here. I mean, I'm smiling. My ears are sore, and I'm smiling cheek to cheek. Everyone here, can you please tell someone for next week to come with you, or tell them to join us?
Well, it's even like we actually have a very interesting guest
Next week?
Yeah, she is the girl that made the Hopeaholics. She's the reason why we have so many followers. She's the girl from our viral video.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Taryn will be in the house.
Nice. All right.
1.7 million views.
Nice.
We're
That's
super
huge.
stoked on that.
That's nice.
We have no idea what she's going to say. The
No
only
clue.
thing I know she says is in the viral video, she says, "My mom did it for me. She completely cut me off." I've watched the video like 1,000 times because it's like stupid things viral. It's like of all of the cool videos that
But
Shane
she
and I
told
have
me
done.
personally that she kept it low key on purpose because she was one of the first and she was scared to share. So I'm really looking forward to
Yeah,
this.
she was like one of our first guests.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, I hear there's a lot going on that we did not hear about.
Yeah, and her video went
Big
viral.
stuff. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Big stuff. That's what I'm saying. I know a little bit about what's coming. So please, your only job is someone. What's this thing? Alyssa, I struggle with alcohol use disorder. Escaped from 16.
Hey, if you're gonna read it right for everyone. Come on, bro.
Struggle with alcohol and drug use disorder escalated approximately 16 years ago when my son started making bad choices with drugs, alcohol, which led to legal issues for him, a divorce. Fast forward, my son is now in prison second time because of his choices. Where are we? I'm still struggling with alcohol today. I call for Librium
Who
taper.
is that that's sharing?
I've had
Alice.
Alice.
I've had up to 170 days. New nurse practitioner, small town. She would not give in. She said, "I feel me going to detox treatment is not an option for me. I'm only source of income. I feel so defeated and stuck. My heart hurts. Thank you for everything." Alice, where's Alice?
She's
She's
didn't have
right
her
there.
camera on.
But Alice,
Okay.
we will help you.
Yeah, we'll help you, Alice.
Yeah, we'll get you in here, and insurance or no insurance, doesn't matter.
Are you talking scholarship?
Yeah, if she needs it.
Okay, Alice, you hear that? You have a free 30
That's
days here at the
amazing.
Hopeaholics.
It's a huge gift.
That's through the Infinity Group at the Hopeaholics, Alice. You email us at what's the email?
The Hopeaholics@gmail.com.
Just make sure you spell it right. Make sure you spell it right.
Shane doesn't even know our email.
I didn't know we had an email. Fuck, I showed up and this building was here one day. You know what I mean? I'm just grateful, man. I had a terrible day today, and this is just, wow, what a meeting.
Yeah, Alice, if you need anything, you can always DM
Yeah,
us
Alice.
as well.
Yeah, don't be stuck. It's okay. We're here.
I check all the DMs.
My girl sent me your guys' link today being my birthday. Most definitely the best birthday present.
Oh,
Hopefully-
awesome.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday.
Juan, thanks, bro. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
What a great meeting.
What a meeting. Everyone bring one
trying-
person. Let them enjoy this.
Yeah,
There's got to be someone that needs this shit.
So
Definitely.
up until now, the meetings will be free. I think we should charge people. You got to bring a friend to join.
Yes.
That should
That's
be
a
I
great
like
idea.
that. You got to bring a friend to
Nice.
come in. That's huge. I like that. You got to bring a friend to join. Why
Yeah.
not? We'll try.
we don't listen to Michael
We don't
Angelo
listen.
or Shane.
He's just kind of a
He's
voice.
just a
in our head.
voice.
He's
He's
a voice.
actually not like Charlie. Charlie was in charge.
He's not even
Charlie
real.
was the boss, I think,
Yeah.
or something. I don't
Well,
know.
I don't
It's
know.
actually a good idea, but not for this.
Yeah.
This is a free meeting.
Yeah, this is huge. So grateful for life. Love you all.
Yeah, but
Cyan Red.
bring
I
a
don't
bring
even
a.
see him anymore.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Bring a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, this is kind of cool to me because you guys don't understand. Next week is Taryn,
Yeah.
and literally, she's the reason why we have so many followers.
Yeah.
Because her video went
yeah.
completely
And
viral.
it was tame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
101.7 million
Yeah.
views,
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
and it's all because her mom cut her off.
Yeah.
My mom did it for me. It's pinned at the top, guys.
Yeah,
go
go
watch the
check it
video
out.
on
Go check it out.
and then you read all the comments on hers. It's really funny because
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, she's high." I'm like, "Dude, she's not high."
No.
I know her really well.
No.
I know she's not high.
Yeah, she's not high.
Yeah,
No. See her every day.
I see her every day.
Every day.
Well, Monday, not every day.
Well,
I
once.
see her like 4 days a week.
Yeah. She doesn't work one day.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know that.
should we call her right now?
I should.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna
Yeah,
close
we're
the
gonna
meeting,
go.
guys.
All
We're
right.
this is like this is how
There
when
we
we
go.
know a podcast is over.
yeah.
Me and him start talking to each other. About
God.
nothing. Grant me the serenity
To accept the things I cannot change. the courage to change the things I can,
and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
Amen.
Love you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. Please email us, okay?
Bye,
Email
guys.
us.
Yeah.
If
We'll
you want to
see.
be,
Thanks for
hey,
listening.
if anybody wants to be on the podcast,
Yeah.
DM us. If you
Yeah.
want to be a guest sitting right here in this chair,
Yeah,
DM us.
Yeah.
Email's a little bit better because our DMs are pretty flooded right now. So.
Okay.
Our DMs are flooded.
Yeah.
Email.
Email.
Nice.
We got lots
the
to do.
Hopeaholics
Email
at
or DM. I
gmail.com.
don't care. Yeah.